What's going on, freaks? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel, doing another action figure review. I'm Gingivitis75, the blue collar collector, and today we're doing a review of the G.I. Joe Classified G.I. Joe Kyle Budo Gesso. Side of the box, we got the number 174 in the line. We got that QR code. Let's get a closer look at the back end of this box. Looking nice. We got like the little dojo in the background. Nice little outfit. He's just full armored up. He's got the mask. He's got everything. You got the little like Chinese garden back there. Lily pads and a little brook running underneath the bridge there. Beautiful. You got the cherry blossoms in the background, and then you got these three pictures. Looks like that's his patch. We got something on his hand. It might be a communicator. Not sure. And then we got something. What the hell? And that's G.I. Joe, I guess. But not really sure what that means. But we'll get into that more in a moment. Side of the box, we got some artwork along with the number 174 once again. Bottom, we got that barcode. And then the front, we got a lot of accessories. Boy, we've been getting a lot of samurais and ninjas lately. Let's open this bad boy up and see what Budo is all about. Super quick just to look at accessories. He's still in his plastic molding. We got these two things here that were kind of stuffed in the back. We got the scarf or bandana or whatever. And then we have this that's gonna probably go around his neck area right there and just sit over his, kind of drape over his chest. It's like a grass skirt. Weapons wise, we got this pistol down here. Not sure if this clip is coming out, but we got the little pistol as well as this machine gun, and I'm assuming the clip right here is going to come out. G.I. Joe's been doing that a lot more. We got a long Budo samurai sword. We have a smaller, like maybe 3 foot, 2.5 foot blade sword in the middle, and then we got this little shorty here, which I think is pretty cool. Not sure if we got any of these before, maybe the one in the middle, but not 100% on that. Then we got all this different gear. We got the samurai garb with the shin guards, the skirt, the body armor, and then the forearm pads. And then I'm not sure what this is. I think it's another thing that's gonna go around his neck and kind of drape over, but we got 2 swappable heads. I mean, you could put that on and do this, and maybe you could make a Mandarin for Marvel Legends for those of you that don't really like that suited one. I don't know, just an idea. But we got the 2 swappable heads, one younger, one looking a little older maybe, with a beard and a goatee. He's sporting the Tony Stark, and then we do have the 2 helmets, and I don't believe this is a head. I think it's just a helmet. So lots of options here. So should be pretty fun. Okay, definitely a lot to unpack here. We got a ton of accessories, so let's get it rolling. Here are the shin guards, which They are split in the back here, so I'm assuming you can just clamp them onto the shins, and hopefully they stay on there. Here are the forearm guards. If you're a samurai, you're gonna need these. So I think you're just gonna take off the hands, and which means I think these will be removable from the figure, and then you can replace them with these, which is pretty neat. Here's that bandana. We'll just go over the head. We'll mess with that later. Here is the grass chest, torso shield. I don't know what it's made out of. I mean, it's rubber, but I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Maybe it's bamboo. Here is that skirt, and we have the two sheaths for the very short knife or dagger sword, and then I think you can fit the long sword or the middle sword in here. I kind of tried to tug on this to see if it'd come off, and it doesn't. I don't want to push it too far, but you do have back here this little thing pegs in here so that Budo can put on his little skirt. So very nice looking though. Here is the body armor, and just like what he's got on now, it comes apart on the sides. So you just kind of put it over the head like so. Snap these together, and you got your body armor. So far he's got 2 pairs of body armor, he's got 2 pairs of heads, 2 helmets, 2 pairs of forearm guards, and an ass load of weaponry. Here's this. Here is the long sheath that will go over across his chest and be in the back here, and I think this would be the long sword. Very nice. I believe this is new. Pretty cool. Then we got our 3 swords. Let's look at the long sword. I like the little detail there on the blade. Trying to get the light on that. Nice little handle. It's got the nice curvature there. Very nice. Here's the middle one. I think this is just a tad shorter than what we usually get, but we'll put that to the test. Same design on the blade. It's molded. Pretty neat. Then we got the short one here. More simple design. Very nice. All right, let's look at this gun. Now what I don't like is this little gappy area here. It just seems weird to me. Magazine does come out. This moves around. Nice little scope. It's not bad. I just think it's weird right here with this big opening. Not my favorite gun. Then we got the pistol here with the extended magazine. Looks like he's probably got like a laser sight down there. You know, ninjas. When it comes to sword play, they're the best, but when you bust out the guns, they need all the help they can get. We'll look at the figure's head real quick here. Looking younger. Got the sides shaved. Got the little man bun up there. Pussy. Then over here we got the Tony Stark version, or the Mandarin version. Whoopsie. Long hair, goatee. I swear that looks just like that new Mandarin from the Iron Man 2 pack, but It actually kind of looks like the dude from Iron Man 3. He was like, I did my hair after you or whatever. Anyways, that's nice. Nice little hair. Oh, somebody's home. One helmet. Samurai helmet. Pretty cool. Tiara looking thing up there. You got the metal sides and the back. And the chin strap. And then we got this, the demon helmet. With even more detail there. Pretty nice looking on the inside there. So pretty cool, like just a lot of shit. So I'm gonna have lots of fun with this figure, that's for sure. He's got a few holsters here. He's got this. So he's basically, well, I guess he's got to take this off to put this on. So he's going to be limited to only 3 sheaths. You know, like he could have 4, but he's gonna have to deal with 3, even though he's only got 3 swords. But it's gonna be fun mixing and matching all the different stuff. Like it's almost too much, but it's like I'm at a buffet line and I'm just salivating, you know, I'm just grabbing the fucking steak and all this good shit. So really nice looking figure. I do like the head sculpt. If we want to get into the articulation, of course, head wobbles like that, pretty good range of motion. We go around. We do have the ball joint in the body as well as on top of the neck. So lots of good articulation there. He looks down about like that. He looks up like that. The stomach crunch is kind of prohibited. It's just, you know, this thing is in the way. But yeah, but he does have stomach crunch, so no popping back there. The shoulders go up like this. Ooh, pretty high actually. Go around, and then we kind of gotta work it around to do the full 360, but it works. We do have the elbows double jointed pinless, and then we have the, do we have pivot? Yes, we have pivot of some sort. But again, this is getting in the way, so we do have that twist. So this guy is really bulky, just because he's got a lot of gear. There's the hips. He does have the waist swivel and pivot, so that helps out a lot. There are butterfly joints there. Thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Can kick his own butt. Boot cut. And then we got the ankle rocker. So we got the tilt. Got the pivot. And we're all set. So pretty nice looking figure. Don't see any real mistakes with the paint. Looks pretty solid. Gray on the top. He's got green pants. Gray knee guards. Very nice. So I'll have to look some stuff over. This looks more tactical for his body armor, and this looks more like old school samurai. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna go with, but this is more like he's probably gonna be running around with the guns here. You throw on this stuff, he's gonna probably be switching to the swords. So let's have some fun with that. All right, we're gonna take off the top here. The flak jacket, whatever you want to call it. So you just pop out these, each side, 1, 2, and you're gonna go like this, and it should be able to come off even with the head still attached, and it does. You just got a solid gray underneath there. And then let's go to this thing here. Does this come undone? Yes, it does. So it's right there. So that's what we're looking at when we take everything off. Not everything. We'll do this now. So there we go. That's what he looks like with the armor off. He's going full on hipster. That's for sure. Look at him. Man bun and everything. People don't even call them hipsters anymore. They just say, oh, you're woke. Yeah, let's put this other stuff on here. We're gonna start with the shin pads, I think. Pop these guys on. And they fit pretty good. Go. Let's do the other ones. Wonder just how long they'll be fitting on there, how long these little straps will be staying on nice and snug. We shall see, time will only tell. There are our shin guards. Next, let's do these more samurai style forearm guards. I think we'll just slide them on like so. And then we'll pop the hands on. Oh, these are cool. These are rad. Now let's get that skirt on. Oh, this guy wants to keep coming off. What's up with that? Get down there, dude. Don't make daddy mad. All right, let's pop that off. Wrap around the waist. Turn to the back. Snap it in. And we're set. And then we're gonna take this guy, put it over his man bun. Come on, there we go. Now we have to raise those up again. What's going on here? Should we have put this on before we put on the skirt? I don't know. Seems to be working out here. Is this gonna be a tight squeeze? Oh. There we go. Gotta push this down a little bit. Get it out of the way. Come on, get in there. All right. We're gonna have to work on that a little later. Let's get the hands on there. All right, so the theme seems to be more on the red side. Can we put this on? Is this gonna work? It doesn't really seem to want to work with these collars here, so maybe that's more for this one because there's no collar on that one. So we'll leave that alone. And let's get it. I don't know, let's try this one first. Is this gonna work with the man bun or what? Is the man bun, does that plug in or? It's moving. There we go. It does pop out. You got a hole in your head, a hole in your motherfucking head. Booyah, look at this. Oh, he's got a little microphone there. What? That's pretty wicked. I like that. Is that like his little headset there? So when he's gaming and shit? Two guys going to Taco Cave. Go, go, go. Let me know if you guys know what that reference is. Let's see here. Let's get all his weapons in here. I'm gonna put this over Bate. Come on, there we go. Booyah. Oh, what? This came undone? Foul. Oh, here we go. So this came undone. Uh-oh. It looks like it's supposed to just plug back in. I have to fuck with that. We're gonna give this guy the spins real quick. I'm impressed with this figure. He is awesome. You can do at least 3 different totally separate looks. You know, you can pop this on there. You got the 2 different body armors, belt. You got the forearm guards. You got this. And hey, you can even put in a man bun. And just be careful with this. If you pop it out, put it in a baggie somewhere, because that son bitch gonna get lost. And then, of course, you got 2 alt heads and 2 alt helmets. And weapons galore, you know. Yeah, it's the paint, the articulation's great. This guy's definitely heading for an 8 out of 10, and it actually might be higher. You know, I gave that Magic the Gathering Spider-Man a 8 out of 10, and I think that this figure might actually be better than the old webhead here. So, just wanted to show off that Spider-Man. I love that Spider-Man. I mean, you know, there's figures here and there that I get, and I'm like, that's a sack of shit. And like I'd say that Star Wars Black Series, the robot guard that always hangs out with General Grievous, those guys, and that was a big flaming hunk of crap, you know. And these 2 figures are gonna be on my radar for the best of 2025, that's for sure. So let's get this guy out of here, because we ain't talking about Spider-Man. As much as I love Spidey, I love Spider-Man. He's like the most complete superhero, I would say. So yeah, really nice accessories. I gotta get this back on, but this keeps happening. It's just super fun. Like, it's almost like you're a dude and you're like playing with dolls, because you have so many options and you can dress them up and make them have different looks, and it is a great figure. So I the more I talk about him, the more I want to up the rating. Could be going up to 8.5, but I'm gonna leave it at 8 right now, and leave and see, you know, if there's something that starts to bother me. Maybe an arm will pop off, who knows. You know, we're still, you know, early in the review, but stick with me, guys, stick with me. So sitting at about an 8 right now. Let's do some comparisons. I got a whole bunch of different stuff. Not as many ninjas and samurais this time. If you go back maybe a week before now, I did a video on Slice and Dice, which are right up here. And I busted all the ninjas, you know, whether it was like Nunchucks and Jinx and Vipra, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow. I even busted out Quick Kick and Spirit. So this one's gonna be less Joe, martial artist, and I got some other guys. So you're gonna dig it, trust me. All right, here we have Budo with Slice and Dice. Mortal enemies. I gotta say that Budo is like the best of both worlds. So if you refer back to my previous reviews with Slice and Dice, Slice is very much like a walking arsenal. He's got all the weapons you could ask for, and he looks really good. I love these pads here up on the elbows going down the arm. Super nice. I also like this helmet. Really awesome. Since Dice was kind of coming up short on the weaponry, I thought, and I mean, you can mix and match. I just thought I would reward him with more gear. So it just seemed fair to balance it out, you know. So, but Budo is the best of both worlds. He is a walking arsenal, and he also has lots of fashion options. So yeah, he is really the best of both worlds. He is also big, so he looks pretty beefy compared to Slice. Dice has got this big old hat on, and still, I feel like Budo towers over both of them. Budo is really going to be fun. Like, if you want to get either the Slice and Dice set or the Budo, you would probably do well to go either way. Or you could get them both and you'd be really happy. But if you just have to get one, I think I would get Budo. That's my personal preference. That's just what I think. Lots of options. I almost want to get more Budo. I got a second Budo just in case I wanted to do something different. I feel like with this head here, you could make some version of the Mandarin. Honestly, from Marvel Legends, I could be wrong, but I might give it a shot. But yeah, once again, Budo is showing up these other two guys, and he's got everything they have combined. So awesome figure. Stock's going up, guys. It's going up. Here we have the Hasbro's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers mashup with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles morphed Shredder. I do love this figure, and I vowed to never get into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I just had to have this. Just with the colors. Helmet is wicked. Soft cape. Just really like this figure. The effects are pretty neat. Turn off the blades here. This. As you can see, they got similar helmets, and then we got Budo in whatever his homeless man outfit. Now we got Budo and some more tactical gear, and we got the alt head on there, and as you can see, he is standing there with Spiral, the sixth-armed Mojo-verse bodyguard of Mojo. She is badass. I simply love this figure. It is the second offering from Marvel Legends. The first one was a most beloved and coveted action figure, but it was an ugly ass piece of shit. And this one is a huge improvement. We got, of course, pinless, and this is almost a 3-year-old figure. Pinless on all 6 arms, fully articulated, elbows, wrists, shoulders, very nice. Spiral. And finally, we have Budo with a pair of DC Universe Classics, I guess, but technically it's not. They're not both DC Universe Classics. This was a DC Universe Young Justice action figure, as is this play set. It was from Young Justice, and this is Sportsmaster. His head's a little small, but I do like this figure, and I love the character in that cartoon. If you have not seen Young Justice yet, I would definitely recommend watching at least season 1 and 2. If you are a DC Comics Justice League fan like I am, you get to see it kind of from the sidekicks perspective, but there's a lot of the Justice League. First 2 seasons are great. Second 2 seasons are a little under expectations, I would say. but still worth a watch all the way through. Sportsmaster is pretty badass. He throws down with Black Manta in season 2, and the shit is fucking raw. So we'll put him here so you guys can get a little bit of a better look at the dojo, the Sportsmaster dojo. But first we have Samurai from Super Friends, or Challenge of the Super Friends. Kind of spins around like Red Tornado. Pretty nice gear with the green and the orange or brown, depending on how colorblind you are. But I love this figure. And hey, look, he's got the man bun, just like his homie Budo. Look at that. Oh. Alright, so let's put this guy in the background here. I'm going to get this guy over here so you can look at the dojo. Pretty neat little target thing here. And we got a pair of throwing stars as well as a dagger stuck in it. I think that's pretty wicked. Got a couple bullseyes at least. Then we have the little training thing. The little, like, the punching board or whatever, where you're like, rah, rah, or whatever. And then we have the rack back here. And I just threw some of my own stuff on here, but we got the samurai sword. We have an aluminum bat. We have nunchucks, and then a boomerang. I'm gonna fix this a little bit. It looks all janky. There we go. So I don't know what this is called. If anyone can tell me in the comments, that'd be awesome. So there you have it, guys. I am giving this figure an 8. I mean, it's just too good. So many accessories, so many different options for him to wear, whether you want to go tactical, you want to go samurai, you want to just go plain clothes and just rip everything off. That's cool. You can do the man bun, you can do long hair, different helmets. It's fire. So we're giving Budo an 8 out of 10. It's a great figure. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. This one was a fun one. So we'll see you on the next one, which I think is going to be the Target exclusive GI Joe Classified Diver Pack. And I had some pickups laying around here somewhere, but I guess I'll get to that later. All right, guys, please check me out, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, appreciate you. Peace out. Later.